Hey guys, what is up? Back with another video. Today we have yet another episode of Weekly Sneaker Rotation. It is getting really close to episode 100. It is actually episode 97, so we only have 3 more after this, and then it's episode 100. But for episode 97, guys, we need to hit 970 likes. If you guys are still enjoying the series, it's just a great way for you guys to let me know. Let's hit 970 likes for episode 97. But on Sunday, I wore the Nike Air Bacon in this original colorway. Really nice shoe. I know tons of people hate on it. I love it. It's just sort of a good lazy day shoe for me, and that's what Sunday was. Moving on to Monday, it was really disgusting outside. It was sort of snowing, sort of raining. It was really muddy because everything's starting to melt this week now. So I wore something that is basically indestructible, and that is the Timberland 6-inch wheat boot. So you can see there's a bit of like marks on it and stuff. All that stuff is just like water, so it's actually wet there right now, but you know, it dries off perfectly fine. You can't see that at all after. I got a bit of mud on the heel. You can just wipe that off. Like, it's a very easy shoe to clean. It's pretty much indestructible. Like, you buy a pair of these, 5 years later, they still look brand new pretty much, unless you're being an idiot and like kicking stuff with them or whatever. But Timberland 6-inch boot, amazing shoe. That is what I wore on Monday. On Tuesday, I actually went to the mall on Tuesday. Well, I actually went to the mall on Monday as well. I did a lot of going to the mall this week, and I did a lot of vlogging this week as well. If you guys want to go check out my vlog channel, if you haven't already, I put up 5 vlogs this week, so you guys can go catch up on all the new videos. Click the button in the top right hand corner of the screen, and you can go there and subscribe to my vlog channel if you guys are interested in that. But on Tuesday, I wore the Adidas ZX Flux, and you know, it's a good, comfortable shoe. It's really muddy and gross outside again, so it's a shoe that's all plastic and nylon. You can just wipe off the dirt, and it's really easy to clean. And moving on to Wednesday, I wore these bad boys. These things are amazing. Like, this is one of my favorite Lebron 11 colorways. Okay, I say that about all the colorways, I realize that, but this is an amazing colorway. The best thing about these is they got discounted to literally $75 at some places. Like, that is actually mind-blowing that this shoe got discounted to $75. It was much nicer on Wednesday, so I didn't have to worry about getting these all dirty or anything. And like, just look at this colorway. Like, they didn't look good in pictures. They don't look good until you actually get them in hand, and more specifically until you get them on feet, and you're like, holy crap, this is an amazing colorway of sneakers. Like, even holding these when I'm not wearing them, I'm like, yeah, they're alright, but then when I see them on my feet in this video, I'm like, oh yeah, these are a nice pair of shoes. And that is what I wore on Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday, I actually had 2 pairs of kicks on Thursday. Starting off the day, I wore the Reebok Kamikaze 2 in this fish market colorway. If you guys are not familiar with the inspiration behind this colorway, basically there's this fish market that I'm forgetting the name of in Seattle, where they like toss the fish between each other and they catch it and stuff, and Sean Kemp played in Seattle, so like they themed it after this fish market and stuff. That's basically the theme behind this shoe, but it's a really comfortable shoe, the Kamikaze 2 and the Kamikaze 1 for that matter. But moving on to Thursday evening and afternoon, I wore the Nike Kobe 9 Elite Low in this Moonwalker colorway. I'm a really big fan of this pair of sneakers. I wear these a whole bunch. This is probably my most worn Kobe 9, pardon me. I just like the dark Flyknit on this. It doesn't get dirty. These don't crease too, which is an amazing thing about this shoe. Like, you could wear these. I've probably worn these close to 30 or 40 times by now in the couple years that I've had them, and they don't crease. They look brand new. Like, you cannot tell that I've worn these 30 or 40 times. Like, if I wore Jordan 30 or 40 times, you'd be like, oh yeah, you've worn these a bunch. These still pretty much look brand new, like, for the most part. The bottom is not as icy as it used to be, but of course that's going to come with any icy sole. But moving on to Friday, wore 2 kicks again on Friday. Just felt like doubling it up on Friday, and in the morning / early afternoon, I wore the Nike SB Dunk Low BHMs, I think is the full title of them, I guess. There's also a premium in there, I guess, but these were released in 2013 or 2014, I think 2014 for the BHM pack, and they were only $96, I think, which is just a mind-blowingly good price for how awesome this sneaker is. They're incredibly comfortable, great colorway. I absolutely love wearing these. I wear them a whole bunch, as you guys probably know. But moving on to Friday evening and night, I guess, I was coaching basketball a lot Friday night. Well, that's actually pretty much all I did on Friday night. Went to go get some burgers afterwards, and I wore the Air Jordan 1 High OG Lane. These things are another pair of shoes that you hold them in hand and you're like, yeah, they're alright, you know, they're sort of a bit bright for a Jordan 1, but then you put them on feet and you're like, oh yeah, these are really nice. Like, just look at how nice these look on feet. At least in my opinion, like, these things look amazing. I love the blue suede on them. I think, like, if they had gone with blue leather, I wouldn't have liked them at all. I'm not a fan of the New York Knicks ones because they have orange leather. If they had orange suede, it probably would have been amazing, but that blue suede completely makes the shoe for me. And moving on to Saturday, once again, what do you know, I wore 2 pairs of shoes on Saturday. Saturday morning, I was actually camped out, or quote unquote camped out. I lined up an hour and a half early at the mall for the Air Jordan Master 12s. It was a really easy cop for me. If you guys want to go watch a vlog on that, you can go to my vlog channel. Once again, there's already a button in the top right hand corner of the screen. But from what I was hearing in my pickup video yesterday, tons of people struck out on them, and there was huge lines at malls, and there was fights at malls, and people were like trying to resell them right out the door of Foot Lockers, and like there was no hype at all where I was. Like, you know, there's maybe 15 people in line and we all got our pairs, but you know, to each their own. I guess people were a lot more excited in different places of the continent. But moving on to Saturday afternoon and evening, I wore the Nike Fly Stepper 2K3. Speaking of Saturday night, guys, did you watch that Golden State game? Pretty much the best basketball game that I've seen, at least in the past 5 years. Like, that was an amazing basketball game. I was ridiculously hyped. Steph Curry is not human. Like, I think we can all agree on that he is just not human. He's an animal. That was absolutely amazing. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up this episode of Weekly Sneaker Rotation. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you guys tomorrow with yet another brand new video. So until then,